Welcome to Passionate World Talk Radio Network, Daily Bread. And today we're honoring Dan Riley of Sports Commentary. Every day is a long road, and no one should walk it alone. At Passionate World Talk Radio Network, our programs guide you through the noise and bring you voices that matter. Chatting with Betsy, Sports Commentary with Dan Riley, Scam Damnation, Lest We Forget History, Monday Tips, Real Voices, Real Help, Real Life. We are the voices of the people. United we roar. Today's Daily Bread honors someone who embodies what Pwtrn stands for: determination, dignity, and the courage to rise when the world underestimates you. Today, we honor Dan Riley, host of Sports Commentary. Dan always wanted to be a sportscaster. He studied the games. He memorized the stats. He lived and breathed sports the way true fans usually do, with heart, with passion, with joy. But when radio and television stations learned that Dan was mentally challenged, the doors closed. Not quietly, not politely. They closed with unspeakable and unmistakable sound of judgment. They didn't see his intelligence. They didn't see his participation or preparation. They didn't see his talent. They only saw a label. And because Dan's mother came with him, because she was his advocate, his champion, they dismissed him before he ever had a chance to speak. And those stations had a picture in their heads of what an intern should look like. And Dan Riley did not fit their narrow model. So they refused to let him in the front door. Then Dan and his mom walked into Passionate World Talk Radio Network. I remember them showing them the studio. I remember the look in his mom's eyes, hope mixed with fear of yet another rejection. And I remember my answer as clear as it was then. If Dan wants it, he'll work for it. No pity, no condensation, just opportunity. The same opportunity every person deserves. And Dan worked. He showed up. He prepared. He delivered. He didn't ask for special treatment. He asked for a chance. And he earned everything that followed. For 10 years, Dan Riley has been the voice behind Sports Commentary on Passionate World Talk Radio Network. He has built a loyal audience, listeners who tune in because they know Dan knows his stuff. Listeners who appreciate his insight, his humor, his honesty. Listeners who recognize what the industry once refused to see. Dan Riley is a damn good sportscaster. He has received dozens of compliments, messages, and notes from fans who love his work. He has become a staple of our network, a voice people trust. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. After years of dedication, Dan received a job offer from CBS Television, not as a token, not as charity, but because he earned it. Dan Riley, the young man so many stations dismiss, is now the weekend podcaster, sportcaster for CBS, where he has been working for several years. A dream once denied became a career achieved. There's an old adage, don't judge a book by its cover. Dan Riley is the living, breathing proof of that truth. He reminds us that talent rises, that determination matters, the labels don't define destiny, that every person deserves a chance to show what they can do. And he reminds us why PWTRN exists, to give voice to the people the world overlooks, to open doors others keep shut, and to champion the stories that deserve to be heard. High five, Dan Riley. So today, we raise our voices for Dan Riley of sports commentary, a pioneer, a professional, a man who refused to let the word's limitation define him. PWTRN is proud of Dan Riley. PWTRN stands with you. PWTRN celebrates you. We are the voices of the people. United we roar.